The town of Huntersville has actually said that they're going to become very intentional by 2030, that the noise levels are so bad that we have to do this again.
All right.
Started down here and then just like came like running in. That'd be kind of funny. Too bad I'm not funny.
What?
I said that'd be funny, too bad I'm not funny. A lot of these homes are about 100 and then another one that's a big community that does, we're gonna do that again. Welcome to Huntersville. This is the last stop on our Lake Norman tour this summer, and it's the closest one of all the towns we've been to Uptown Charlotte. So Huntersville's growing like crazy. Over the last year, the prices in here have gone up about 12% to an average of around $400,000. You're also gonna see about $150 per square foot on average in this town. And the last crazy thing about it is that we have a 60% decrease in supply. So what used to be a pretty healthy supply or amount of inventory in Huntersville is now 1 month. So the town of Huntersville has said that they want to become very intentional by 2030 of having a much more developed mixed use while still preserving the historic charm type of town. And so you're gonna see over these next like 9 years, there's gonna be a lot of change. So one of the really cool things about Huntersville, as you can see around me, is all the greenways and all the trails that are gonna weave in and out of these neighborhoods. Because some of the neighborhoods up here are 30, 40 years old, they're a little more mature, a little more established, they had the opportunity back then to put these greenways and these trails in between a lot of the neighborhoods. So this one is the Torrance Creek Greenway, but it's about 2 miles and it gives you a lot of opportunity to get outside and not have to walk around on the streets, and people really like that here. So we're actually in Cedar Field now, which is right at where the Torrance Creek Greenway kind of goes in and out of. There's a lot of homes in this neighborhood, and a lot of them are very 1980s, 1990s, so it's got a very mature kind of feeling in this neighborhood. There were 60 homes that sold in the last year, and there's only 3 for sale right now. And in the last year, the homes in Cedar Field had sold for, on average, $148 a square foot, and they're roughly around 2,000 square feet on average as well. And so this is a great neighborhood to be able to get into like a $300,000 or $400,000 home and be close to Uptown. So another really cool part about Huntersville is very similar to Denver, Mooresville, Cornelius, Davidson, all these other Lake Norman communities, is you do have some new construction opportunities, such as Huntersville Reserve, where we are right now. I mean, you can see they're building right behind me. And these homes, kind of contrary to Cedar Field and some of the other neighborhoods, these are starting in the 700s and go all the way up into the 9s, but you get a big house and it's brand new and you're super close to the city. So if Huntersville Reserve isn't really your style, there are a lot of new construction opportunities in Huntersville, in the Huntersville area. You've got Vermilion, which is a huge community with multiple builders that have gotten very involved and built hundreds of homes in there. And then you have Lennar community called Arrington, which is just finishing up as well. And it's a lot of really cool, good size new construction homes. So there's a lot of opportunity up here as well. Another cool part of Huntersville is the Birkdale area, specifically Birkdale Village, where you can see it's a huge mixed use community. There's movie theater, restaurants, retail for shopping. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do here. In Birkdale, you have a golf course. It's an Arnold Palmer golf course called Birkdale Golf Club. And right behind that, which is where we're heading to right now, is the Birkdale neighborhood as well, where there's tons of homes. And we can get into a little bit more about the Birkdale neighborhood when we're in there. If you're really into golf and you want to live around here, the Northstone Country Club is another really good option to try and be able to get out on the links as much as you want. So right next to the golf course, as you can see, we're literally right on it, is this Birkdale neighborhood where there's only 2 homes for sale right now, and they're both right around $500,000. And in the last year, there were 61 homes that sold. So there's a lot going on in here, and there's not much available right now. Also, in Birkdale, in the last year, the average home sold for around $465,000, and the average price per square foot was around $164 a foot. And so you'll notice compared to neighborhoods like Cedar, these homes are a little bit bigger, they're a little bit more expensive, and they're gonna be a little bit newer. Well, that's a wrap for Huntersville, North Carolina. We're out here in front of Primal Brewery right now, and I kind of need a beer after today. Before I head inside, please do me a favor, like this video and head to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. So I'll see you next week.